Happy Thursday, everybody. Happy Thursday. Wanted to come on here real quick and, provide some more information and some more news, behind, the real estate market and its current conditions and what you guys can expect, moving forward if you are in the plans of homeownership. So let's start off with the news. I got one viewer so far. Let's start with the news. Mortgage rates hitting all-time lows as of today. 2.97%. Rates are so low. I think the lowest the last time it was at this point was back in February, mid-February. It reached the threes, was in the low threes, and as of this week, we're back under the threes at 2.97%. That's a news update as of today. It just hit the market, and really, what does that mean for you guys as buyers? What is low mortgage rates? What is that? What is the summary of that? And so typically what that means is the lower the rates is the lower interest payments that you guys are making towards that loan. And the lower the interest rate, the lower the mortgage payment that you're making on the month-to-month basis. And typically what happens is the lenders will be able to provide you a little bit more money based on your income, based on your credit, based on the financial requirements needed for the loan that you will be applying for. But, the lower the rates, the more they're able to lend you, the less you're paying on that monthly payment, and that really is a huge benefit for you guys if you're able to take advantage of the extremely low rates right now. And, I would definitely check that out. Speak with the preferred lender. I have someone I could refer you guys to, and they could give you a little bit more information as far as, specifics to get into these extremely low rates. And so that's, what's going on in the market. Now, my next topic, this goes out to all my future homeowners, specifically, all those that are in the plans of, purchasing their first home, that are in the plans of saving up for their first home, whether it's in 2, 3, 4, 5 years, listen up. And I want you guys to pay close attention to what I'm about to say and the information I have for you guys. So, obviously I'm getting a lot of different questions, but the main question that I see I'm getting a lot is how much do I need to save up for, a down payment on my first house? That's the main question. I think a lot of people have this question that they ask themselves: how much do I need to save up? Where do I need to begin? And how do I know I'm ready? Right? So I want to first off say that there's this huge misconception that we need 20% saved up to make as a down payment for our first home. Now, keyword is need. We do not need 20%, although it is preferred that you guys do put down more on the down payment, because more on the down payment creates a quicker chance for you to build up that equity in that property, which could be then transferred over to more assets. But the 20% isn't required. In some cases, depending on your credit, depending on your financial income, on your career stability, things of that nature, you could reach down payments as low as 10%, 3%, no percent in certain scenarios. I know if you're a VA, they require no money down to get into some property. But obviously, the whole main point was that you do not need 20% saved up. And I understand that kind of sounds like a lot. 20% on a $200,000 home is almost, $40K, $50K. And so really what occurs is you're able to start kind of planning what your goals are, plan where do I see myself in 5, 10 years, and if you see yourself going down the path to home ownership or want to start building up some equity, start planning on that 3%, on that 10% down payment. On average, it takes individuals about 2.5 to 3 years to save up that 10%, which on a $200,000 home is $20,000, right? And on average, it takes individuals less than 1 year to save up for 3%, which is $6,000 on a $200,000 house, right? So really, obviously, starting to save up, living below the means, or we all have our monthly bills, rent, grocery, utilities, car payments, the whole 9 yards. Some of us that went to school, we still have student loans that we're paying. And so it could get a little tough to start saving up and to start thinking about home ownership. But really, it's all possible. You got to come up with a plan, and you got to start executing that plan and start taking action towards it. It's going to take certain disciplines. It's going to take certain, cutbacks on certain expenses, the unnecessary eating out, or, the unnecessary going out, whatever it may be that you guys have fun with. All it takes is a few years, really, 1 to 2, 3 years of conservative saving to be able to use that money and start building equity in a home, which, like I've been saying, that equity could then turn around and purchase you more assets. And from there, it's a trickle-down effect. You're able to, snowball effect, you're able to start accumulating more and more equity. And there's a statistic that says 60% of individuals' net worth comes from their home ownership. So the more property you acquire, the more your net worth grows, right? And the whole, idea behind home ownership should be to consider this an investment, an investment for your future, for your family's future. And so if you're able to start saving up now, being disciplined in your 20s and your 30s, because really that's the age of, first home ownership. If you're able to be disciplined now, you're able to set yourself up for a greater future. And so, take advantage of cutting back on a few expenses, take advantage of these extremely low rates, take advantage of becoming disciplined now so that you're able to create a habit over time and enable yourself to build that equity in the home ownership you acquire, in the home that you acquire, and you're able to obviously slowly but surely build up your wealth, build up your net worth. And over time, it plays a huge benefit to you and your own family. So with that being said, I do want to say one last thing. If you guys are in the process of, starting your financial planning to home ownership, or if you're starting to think about buying versus renting, you want a little more guidance, or you want some tips or tricks on how to, kind of get started behind this whole process, because it really is a process. It's A to Z that you got to go step by step. I definitely have a lot more information for you guys. Obviously, I want to keep these videos short and simple and to the point, but I do have a lot more information for you guys. Ask me any questions. If there was something that I said that you weren't too sure about, reach out. I'm always here to help you guys. If you guys need a lender that you guys want to speak with and kind of get into more of the specifics behind acquiring these extremely low mortgage rates, or financing deals, getting that low down payment, reach out to me. I do have a preferred lender that I am working with, and I could definitely set you guys up so that you guys are able to start getting on path to your home ownership. So I just wanted to come out here real quick, make this video short and simple to the point, but also bring some information, bring some news to you guys so that you guys are aware of what's going on. For those who are just tuning in, I was mentioning at the very beginning about how mortgage rates are at an all-time low. Since February, we're back at 2.79%. Extremely low rates. I think, probably the lowest it's ever been historically speaking. And so really, if you're thinking about buying, right now might be the best time, because who knows where these rates are going. Who knows where this market is going. All I can tell you is that supply is still there. Demand is still there. There's still a lot of activity going on. I know in San Antonio it is extremely hot. It is hard to find a property, but the time to start looking might be now. The time to start planning might be now. Because like I said, it only takes 2-3 years to save up that 10% on a property, And so with that being said, I think I spent enough time on here. I want to say thank you once again for showing up. Reach out, share this, ask me questions, pass this information along. We're always here to help, and we're always here to pass on that information so that you guys are able to utilize that and apply it to your own day-to-day life. and hopefully you're able to start building that equity now to save your family's future, right? Hope you all have a good one. Thanks.